Hey, it's me and Otto, and today we're gonna explain Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared 6. Yellow guy's and now we can and here we can see Yellow Guy crying because he misses his friends. In this room we can see a lot, such as and some overalls that look like Yellow Guys, a cap that possibly reminds me of a beach ball, a glove similar to Gilbert from the fourth episode, but he's not talking anymore. We can see a blackboard, Reddy's bowl, the body mold from the fifth episode, another lamp, a rabbit mixed with a moose, which I don't know what it is, or a deer, a clock that resembles Tony, a small house, a minifigure of Red Guy, a soccer ball and a boat, and a rubber duck, and a phonograph. That's just a lot of stuff. And we can see in the books as Roy, Red Guy graduate from his graduate in his graduation, Red Guy in his birthday, Duck in his vacation, and we can see kind of says like admit one. Uh, And then the other guy just turns off the lamp, but it turns out to come alive. Somebody's sleepy, and that's silly. But the other guy responds to him no, and then turns him off again. But then the lamp turns himself off on again, and then starts teaching yellow guy about dreams, which possibly he doesn't like it. And then in the dream section, we can see a lot of chapters such as the paintings such as the sketchbook, the likes of Dog Guy, the camera from the fourth episode, Tony, and Red Guy. And Yellow Guy's theater, we can see his father Roy. And we can see the clown painting, the calendar, and the painting of Duck and the same T, and the keyboard, and Malcolm, the old TV. And right, we can see Malcolm again, uh, a, pu- a piece of a puzzle. We can see the digital door, the clapperboard from the first episode, the picnic from the third episode, the boring meter from science meter from the second episode, and Roy and the phone booth from the fifth episode, and a tree that resembles a tree from the love tree from the third episode. And here we can also see a missing poster from the third episode here. And yellow guy's riding a horse, which also he doesn't like horses and afraid of them, just exactly like Lois from Family Guy. And then we see a room that has spotlights in it. The oats box and the horse statue, the horse sculpture. I mean, and we can see it looks like the room from the second or first episode, or the room at the ending, which we can see Roy the cuckoo clock and an old radio and the cactus, and, and we can see Roy there while yellow guy drowns in oil, and then the lamp just drowns in him in oil again, just like in his dream. We can see a painting of from the fifth episode and the light switch, and then we now skip the red guy possibly sleeping in his office, which he's in work, which means he's an now adult. And then the boss asks him if he could file the files, but Red Guy just asks, what if a file came alive and then starts singing a song about a file? Has fun. But then another Red Guy looks at him, and we can see the boss saying it's boring. But luckily, Red Guy was not fired. And then we can see a fan. That's like the real word. And then we see a lot of Red Guys and even Red Guy himself, possibly claiming to the stage, walking upstairs to the stage. We have a lot of red guys conversating about each other and drinking wine. Meanwhile, we see a red guy himself, which he takes all his clothes off and goes in the stage, which leads to a pianist red guy getting embarrassed and leaving. But then red guy himself goes back to his freedom, where he starts singing the creativity song, which it used to be boring for him, but is now fun. Red guys are appreciating his own fun. And then all of the red guys start booing at him, which also red guy holds a puppet of yellow guy and duck, his friends, and we can see Roy there. But then red guy goes back to the dark world, goes to another world, back out of his reality, which we can see a talking microphone and the boombox next to him. Then he finds a machine right where the lamp was possibly annoying yellow guy. Red guy tried to turn it off, but he pressed another button. What happens next? And they glitch to another teacher. So he brings back all the old teachers such as Tony, Talking Clock, Colin, Trignold, the Stick guy, and the Spinach herself. We can see Sammy, just like he appears after the magnets. We can see that's just a mistake. That's just an error. A mistake happened in Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared 6. And now we can see a duplicate of that guy. Possibly saying Yellow Guy's line from the second episode. And now switching to new teachers such as a universe guy, which possibly sent some of his information about planets living inside the moon, which actually they live near the sun. A sports ball, which is a rugby ball, a magnet, Sammy displayed himself, which possibly do like the "Let's dig a hole at the bottom of," and then Yellow Guy said, "Make it stop!" Just like I thought he said, "Shankin stop." He thought he said that. And now we have a saxophone teaching Yellow Guy how to play a canoe. He, we have the exact same file, possibly from Red Guy's idea, a traffic light, a shell. You can see a shell, which also appeared in the episode Dead from the TV series, a cigarette, and a boombox. And then, when Red Guy doesn't know how to turn off the machine, we can see a lot of characters flashing, such as a boombox again, the cigarette again, the plug, which possibly also appears to be a plug from exact same machine that Red Guy unplugs later. The cube meat, which possibly appeared in some behind the scenes of the sixth episode. Duck's head from the digital head from the fourth episode. The clapperboard, Red Guy himself, he doesn't know how he got there. The horse, which possibly has a lot of reference, Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. The exact same cue of meat again, and we can see Tony. And in the screens, we can see the previous episodes on the small screens. And then Red Guy doesn't know how to turn it off. Also, even leads to Yellow Guy shaking unpredictably. Meanwhile, Red Guy doesn't know how to press the buttons, how to turn it off. And the hand approaches him, which possibly reveals to be Roy. And the machine you can see also has a clock like Tony. Roy is approaching, and yep, because he puts a hand onto reaching the machine because he knows how to turn it off. Meanwhile, Red Guy goes to a plug. And also, don't forget, we can see the pain in Yellow Guy's face, which leads to him looking like Roy, looking like an elderly yellow version of himself. Which possibly, I was thinking that he was possibly increasing age fast when he cannot sleep. And then Red Guy asks, I wonder what will happen, and then unplugs it. Leading to possibly it's all over restarts, but the chat red guy's blue, yellow guy's green, and dark guy's red, which possibly are the favorite colors. And the kitchen is now different since it doesn't have the fridge, doesn't have the microwave, and doesn't have the oven. The orange is gone too. And then it, the calendar switches to the 20th of June, possibly tomorrow, the next day, Father's Day is over. And now we can see a duplicate of Sketchbook herself, which she says, "What's your favorite idea?" And that's all. All of this video belongs to Becky and Show. Credits them for this video. That's all with a theory. Goodbye.